Let's talk about the Penguin.
Yeah.
I did it last episode too. This one's called The Inside Man, and so we're dealing with the repercussions of Penguin framing the Marconis. They're called Marconis. The Radio Awards.
Yeah. The Marconis. Those fucking Marconis. The goddamn AM and
Hey,
FM
listen to me. If you want to take over Gotham, you start the radios.
Listen, the Marconis got FM all locked up. We got to try and start hitting them at AM end.
Before you can be a TV show, you got to be a radio show. What the fuck are we doing? All right, episode 2.
Those fucking Marconis, man. Okay. So, episode 2. I like the episode. I really am enjoying the characterization and the acting of Kristen Milioti as the Hangman.
Oh, she's fantastic.
She's shown this side. Her character basically is a manipulator.
Yeah.
But there's sides of her that we're starting to see in this episode of vulnerability.
Yeah.
And you can tell that in her mind, vulnerability is weakness. And in this character's mind. And so it's wonderful to see. And I got to be honest, I am pleased as punch by the ending.
Oh, everybody is. Everybody's losing their minds
awesome.
over this.
I can't
this
wait.
ending.
I can't wait to see them both just. Spoiler alert, by the way. Whoops.
Oh yeah, it's
Do we even have that anymore?
It's in here, but I gotta look for it because I'm on.
Well, we got time. I'm
we
sure
got time.
I'm sure the audience won't
to
mind.
find that pizza.
I'm sure the audience won't mind just
Did I
going
that?
through some old. Just play some. Why are you not playing them? Play them.
I don't have them.
No, but I mean, play them if you're not sure what they are, so we can hear them.
Okay, well,
Come on, Cohagen, you got what you want.
give those people a
air.
plot. Let's talk about the Penguin.
Hey, Cohagen, have you seen Air?
It's a good movie
It's a good movie.
about the Nike.
It's got Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Cohagen.
Get your ass to Moss.
So the Penguin, episode 2, The Inside Man.
We could Netflix and chill, Cohagen.
Interesting intro. We start with Sophia, and it's what you think is a flashback of him seeing her in Arkham.
Mm-hmm.
And then he puts his hand up, and he's missing a pinky, like we saw him at the end of the episode. So
You
like,
quickly realize.
oh, it's a dream sequence.
Yeah. It's not too long before it's like, what?
Because then he gets fucking shot.
Yeah, and then the thing comes down, and then she's
Yeah.
being held by.
Oh, and there's like flashing lights that
she's
are
being held by her psychiatrist. Now,
yeah.
to me, what I don't know about you, but I think he is trying to manipulate her. You know what I mean? The psychiatrist character.
Interesting.
I don't
Yeah.
think that her best interests are at heart for him.
So it's
You know,
inter-
does that?
yeah.
Did you feel that too?
Well, I wanted to bring this up because I thought this was interesting because he's using flashing light therapy.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Because
yeah.
when he pulls her out of it,
Yeah, she's
you
still
see
seeing
the
it.
lights
That's right.
dim
Yep, I
out
forgot about
or like
that.
flash out or whatever. But it's interesting because I'm wondering what they're trying to do with that because this is how fucking nerdy I am and how into Batman I am. I never finished it, but Spotify had a
Oh yeah,
scripted podcast with Winston Duke as Batman.
nice.
It was about Batman, and he forgets. It's the whole thing is like he doesn't remember he's Batman, and he's like the first episode of that. He's getting pulled out of flashing lights therapy, similar to this. So I'm like, did they listen to that and kind of get that idea? And
I
kinda
mean, it's
incorporate
not
that?
out of
That's kind of a cool.
It's not out of the world, especially you
It
know.
could just be a coincidence.
Who knows if flashing light therapy isn't some new trendy thing?
That's what I mean. It could be a total coincidence. I don't know. But so that whole thing.
And let me stress, like him holding her afterwards. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the way he acts towards her, and I think he's in a flashback later on.
Yeah.
Or we've seen him before.
Something. Yeah.
The character doesn't seem like he has her best interests at heart, is what I'm saying. Not totally.
Yeah.
I think he thinks that he's trying to help her, but I also think that underneath he's got some sinister shit going on. So I'm wary about that character. Because like it or not, I like her. Even though she's a serial killer.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
You can change her. So
All it takes is
we're not going to break down the whole entire episode, but
not?
I think the follow up for that of like, okay, we see that and we kind of get more of an understanding of her, and then we go right into the consequences of the last episode, and we see Sal Maroney's wife being involved, and we're seeing she's in, like the Persian Turkish mafia is getting involved, and that's kind of his operation. Like she kind of moved out the Italian thing and brought that in, and like adds that whole other dynamic. And then there's Penguin again plotting. He's like, "Hey, take my fucking drops. You can have." And then Sal's like, "All right, I'll take the drops and I'll say that I killed him. Whatever."
Yeah, and we also see Sophia paying a crooked cop with drops to find out who really killed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because she knows it was. Well, that comes. That's
around the same time.
And then also there's that whole thing of like, so then Penguin in that meeting sets up of like, okay, here's how I'll have your guys planted here, and you're gonna fucking hit. I won't be in the car. You'll hit us, and I'll be in the follow car. Don't fucking touch me.
Yeah.
And so
go
he's
ahead and
trying to do that,
the fucking van with bullets.
He's trying to do that, but then Johnny fucks that up and says, "No, you ride in the armored car. It's your operation." And so this is what I continue to love about this show. And what I think encapsulates him so much is this show is effortlessly this really gritty crime drama, but also
funny.
Unbelievably funny in a sense of like this fucking, because you can see the look on Colin Farrell's face, like this fucking asshole. Yeah. Always, because everything he plans always gets fucked, and it's just so funny because he's just like, and then the whole time he's on the fucking. He's so Penguin. Like, he just nails this character. And, like, when they're on the FEMA truck, and he has to make the decision, do I kill the Falcone guys or do I kill the Marcone guys?
Marconi.
We fucked each other up. Is it
Maroney?
I don't care. Listen to me, Sal Marconi.
I'm tired of your fucking radio waves.
Open your ears, Sal.
Come on now.
And open your eyes.
Just give me the time and temp and shut the fuck up, Marconi.
It's Maroney. Marconi is the radio awards. Maroney.
All I need to hear from you is some EAS type shit, Marconi.
But even then, it's just effortlessly funny. Like
emergency
like you could see the annoyance.
Not in the radio business.
You could see the annoyance on him.
Yeah.
Of like, I have to make a decision.
But the way he gets out of it, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, how the fuck is he going to do this? And they start with blowing the fuck up out of the car in front. And he's like, okay. And he's seeing this and he's like, shit, I got to figure this out. What am I going to do? And while it's going on, the driver says a joke. And then he goes, let me tell you a joke.
Oh, the difference between government and organized crime.
I don't remember what the joke was.
Crime is organized.
Anyway, he's like, you got to know your audience.
The difference between the mafia and the government.
So the Maroney guys shoot up the driver, and then they start shooting through the van, and that's when Penguin goes, okay, now I can take my chance. He shoots the two Maroney guys in the back. The two.
He shoots everybody so he can get out of it. Yeah.
The two.
Maroney.
No, the
Falcone.
Yeah, the two Falcone guys in the truck.
Yeah.
And so then they get killed by the Maronies.
Yeah.
Then he gets out, and then later he actually helps out the guy who was trying to take his arm off. Who he ends up getting killed later in the episode. Yeah. But he does that to show that I'm still a Falcone.
Hey, I'm still on the because he's trying to play both sides.
He kills a couple Maroney guys. And it's interesting how he's like, and then somehow the Turkish
Did you watch the after the show stuff?
No.
The behind the scenes stuff.
No,
I wanted to talk
they
about
stuff like that.
Yeah, you just say it's right after the episode. Right after the credits.
All right.
I was watching it, and they
because they did that with Barry.
They talked about that sequence, the FEMA heist. Is what I called it because it was the FEMA truck. They talked about the gun tech they're using, where it's not a real gun. It's a fake gun, and it has a camera lens on it, a camera flash on it.
Oh.
So they get the sensation of shooting, and it's completely fake, but that flash looks like gunfire.
It's perfect because then there's no actual bullets.
Exactly, and then you could just layer in the sound effects later. which is like, why have we
By
been
the way,
doing this?
the sound
we
design,
don't need real guns.
The sound design is fantastic. When he gets rid of everybody in the truck and he's just walking through the truck trying to get
I watched this.
shit ready, and it's just.
I had headphones on when
Oh
I was
my
watching
God.
this. I recommend it watching if you can watch it in the best way possible. Because the guns,
The
because
sound design is incredible.
just like
the
the
music is
well,
great.
it's just like the Batman where it finds ways to like, okay, drop this, and it's almost like when you see a horror movie and they drop the sound for a jump scare. It's like this, but it's that sound to be like bam, like a punch or a gunshot, to just be like, this show is such like, again, it's everything I wanted from Gotham. But they did the wrong thing. They followed the cops. I don't care about fucking
also
Gordon.
it was on Fox.
You know
so...
what I give a shit about Jim Gordon is when he's with Batman. I don't give a shit about the cop before Batman. I'm sorry. Now this I'm interested in because you're giving. First of all, I'm also finding out with the show how much I fucking miss mob movies. I fucking love mafia movies. So I'm getting that, and then you added the fact that it's in Gotham, so you have that extra layer of its Batman characters that I know and love. So I'm even more into it. Like I said it last week. I didn't want this show. I didn't give a shit about this show, but it is absolutely blowing me away. Like holy shit, this show's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I watched it. Did I watch it today? No, I watched it Monday morning. I actually had to pause it at one point because I had to go have a cigarette because it's that good. There's a part later on where Sophia's in. That whole sequence is crazy because now he's like, okay, he's got to figure out. He tells Maroney's basically like, you're fucked because you're the one wearing it and flaunting it, dude. So good luck trying to trace that back to being an asshole.
As a sign of trust, but it's also a way to fuck you.
Yeah, basically. And then he leaves, and the Turkish people get involved, so he has to give the photos of Vidi up to her. And so he panics and tries to go get his mom and take her away. He goes out to his mom's. Or she calls him or something.
Yeah.
And
then there's like a nurse there, like a night nurse or something.
I can't remember.
But there's somebody there that he's paying under the table to watch her.
It's the landlord.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No. He gets
I
called
missed that
because
part.
he gets called because she is outside without a jacket. Her dementia's escalating, and he tries to get her out, but she says no. So then he goes back into town.
Right, I forgot about that.
And he has to go to the funeral for Alberto, and he's late, of course. While this is all going on, Sophia and what's his fucking name?
Victor.
No, the guy, the henchman of hers. The bald guy that he ends up sticking the knife on.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't care. He's dead.
Sophia and her henchmen, they have one of the
I could look it
one
up,
of the
but I don't
Maroney
know.
guys
Yeah.
in custody, and he's actually working a double agent for the Turkish guys. So he's knocked unconscious, morphine or whatever, and they're waiting for him to wake up. And Penguin's making the rounds, and he's talking to some people, and Vidi's being a fucking cocksucker, like usual and whatnot. And
oh yeah, and then Sophia, they give a really cool perspective of her at the reception after the funeral of like she hears all them being like she's fucking great.
so she
Like,
decides
it doesn't
to be
matter,
crazy
but
and
it's
eat crazy.
But that's that, and that's the paranoia of like everybody has some of that at some point where you're like you always have that feeling of like, are these people talking about me? Especially as someone like her. And like, yeah, she should be fucking locked up.
Well,
oh my god! And then the scene with that woman's daughter is fucking scary as shit. Like she's like, oh, there's something wrong with your beret. Like it doesn't seem like it, but like again, her performance. You said her name just a second.
I've got it, Christine Milioti.
Her performance, like it's not.
Kristen.
What she's saying is not creepy, but the intent that she's delivering
Yeah, she's
to this
she's
woman of like,
layering
will
it.
you leave me the fuck alone?
She's layering it a lot, and there's some clear.
I don't want your bullshit.
We're clearly seeing that even though because she's got an uncle, she's technically still the only remaining Falcone.
Yeah.
Because her father and her brother and mother are all dead, but her uncle is running things, and he doesn't give a fuck about what she thinks or what she wants because she's a woman.
And you also see
He's
him
old school.
And you see him repeat what her friend said of, you should go to Italy and get away for a while. So she's like, and that was so, again, this is what I love about this show, and this is what good storytelling is. That moment says everything. Because that's when she like lobotomizes herself and says, you're right, I should go. And that's when you see that.
Can I,
you see that switch flip where she's like, "All right, I'm tired of listening or trying to talk to this fucking guy because he won't listen to me."
Yeah. Can I just say also that if somebody was like, "Hey, why don't you just go to Italy for a while, all expenses paid?" I'd be like, "Yes."
Well, I mean, of course, I would go to Italy. It's fucking a beautiful country.
I would totally go in a heartbeat. So.
Yeah.
If anybody listening, and you're like, you think I need to get away?
Somebody
for
was
a
like,
little
"Hey,
while."
Jake, you need to go to Italy." Sure, buddy. But even before that, because again, we're just kind of jumping around.
Yeah.
But there's another scene where Oz knows that he has to get her over because he knows she's going to figure him out at some point. Because every plan he sets in place gets fucked and he has to improvise and fix it. So he knows that she's too smart. So in the beginning of the episode, he's even like, we need to team up.
Yeah.
We need to fuck them over because he's starting to see the cracks and he's like, they're not going to listen to you. I will. I'll help you. Come on. And then to see that moment with her uncle and then her to call him up and be like, all right, I'm in. I'm like, fuck yes. And this is what's so good about the show. They're bad people. She's a killer. He's a killer. But I want to see them fuck those other people over so badly.
So he concocts a plan basically to fuck Johnny V over. And he's got the photos,
dirt,
but he's
to the
got to
Turkish
hand it.
mob.
He has to
Yeah,
save
they're
his
gonna
own
kill him.
fucking life. And so he's got that lost, and then he finds out that they got the guy in the basement somewhere in the house.
Victor couldn't plant the jewels in the car.
Right. Which, to me, if you get caught, you go, whoops, I was trying to steal something, and throw it at them, and then run away.
Sure, why? But he doesn't understand that.
Dude, I also don't
I
have
would have done the
guns to
same
get-
fucking
Yeah,
thing. Are
dude,
you shitting me?
Dude,
I would have taken it off.
I like the character of Victor. I think they
It was
could
a very
give
human
him
response.
give him
Like,
some
yeah.
more stuff to do, I think.
Can we talk about that real quick? What was...
Oh, when he puts him in the grave?
How awkward was that fucking scene with the cam girl? I felt so
yeah.
bad for him. Because, yeah, you never really saw how bad his stutter got until he was around a girl and he's really nervous and he's trying to impress her. I was like, dang, man. And then the fact that he's like, I'll leave it.
In a weird sort of way, that whole moment when he's got him
It's
down
endearing,
in the
too.
grave, he's like, you can see because of the character and how multi-layered and how well the performance is, you can tell that in Penguin's mind, what he's doing to him with the grave shit is
Waking him up.
healthy
Yeah.
and good parenting.
It'd be like, this is how fucking serious this is. I had to kill 2 people today.
So, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand, but I mean, obviously there's different ways to do it, but I don't live in that world.
How
right?
else would you do it?
Right.
How else?
So I know Victor was like, what the fuck, dude? But I also know that he's trying to teach him, like, hey, act as
actually,
if.
I'm glad you brought that up. I think, even before that,
I
the
still
party
wouldn't do
when
it,
he brings over the prostitutes, he tells him the story of how he got into the Falcone family business.
Yeah.
As a way of like to say, I saw something in you and I'm giving you this opportunity and I'm gonna win and I want you on my team. And then it's really cool again, such great writing to have that come back around and have that moment where he goes, get in there and lay with them because that's what happens when you don't fucking do what I tell you to do.
Yeah.
So do what I tell you to do. And if you can't, like, it pretty much just say, like, get over it because you're going to have to do some shit. You might not, he's like, you plant the fucking jewels in the car, you figure it out. Because this is what happens if you don't, if you fuck up. You're dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, God damn. And this whole time I'm thinking, and that's when I texted you, or I tweeted about it. I'm like, a show about Oswald Cobblepot about the Penguin should not be this damn good.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous how good this show is. And and another thing about it too, I really hope they bring back Sophia. I hope she makes it out of this show, and I hope Penguin gets out of it because I want to see Battinson beat the shit out of Penguin again. You know what I mean? Like, because I know they're going to build him up to be this and I love the idea that this is kind of laying the foundation for Batman Part 2 and kind of leans to where we're going. And that's what I mean. I can't wait for the show to build this guy up and he's triumphant and then just watch Batman beat the shit out of him because he's a bad guy.
He is. He's a bad guy.
He kills people.
Yeah.
What are you showing me? God, and I love his accent in this, like his New York. A Bronx Tale.
I mean, you got to
God,
think
he's so
about
good at
how
this.
many fucking prosthetics he has to wear for that role. Especially the one where he was completely naked.
Yeah. Oh, and he made the joke about the fake dick, that he had a fake penguin dick. It was great. It was Velcro. And just came right off.
So yeah, good episode.
No, yeah, the fact that they had to do full body prosthetics in the first episode. Jesus. I'm wondering if that's probably what they shot like last. Because they're like, if we're going to have to get this all, you know what I mean? We got to get this done. Maybe. I'm interested to see how the shooting would have worked with those prosthetics. Because, I mean, first of all, yeah, he's probably... It just reminds me of like the Jim Carrey story. At some point, you're going to go insane because you have to sit in that chair.
I can't believe that any of it is CGI'd.
No,
It's
that's
gotta-
all.
it's
That looks
gotta
all
all be
practical.
prosthetics,
Because
yeah.
it definitely looks like it's.
Yeah, there's no... You can tell when it's like CGI'd.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good show.
I also love that when she's walking away from him, he's like, "What are we running a freaking marathon here?" And he's like,
Yeah.
like limping behind her. I fucking love it, man. It makes me want to go back and watch Goodfellas and shit. It's really scratching an itch.
The in-universe for, we're going to find out what happened to his brothers and how he got his scars and stuff, of course, during this show, I'm sure. And we're going to figure out what happened to his foot and everything. But the in-universe explanations for, like, why they call him
he
Penguin.
looks like that, yeah.
Is he's scarred up, so his nose is
Yeah.
kind of hooked. But he also walks like that because of his foot.
Yeah, he's got a waddle.
Yes.
I love it. And again, that's what makes me think of like when I talked about Batman and what makes Batman so iconic. It's not just the fact that so many people can iterate on him. It's his freaking rogues gallery. The fact that we have we have 2 Joker focused movies. We have a Penguin show.
We've talked about it before. Honestly, there's the 3 top superheroes in the world. And in no particular order: Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman.
Yeah.
Why? Largely because they all 3 have rogues galleries that are deep and rich, and far above and away better than even Wonder Woman is like the next tier,
and they have to be.
She is like 1.
They have to be, because they have to be bigger and badder and better than those characters. And so it only makes sense that they're so deep. And shit, man, I never would have thought in 2024 that we'd have a really fucking solid Penguin show, but here we are.
I'm waiting to see the fucking Green Lantern show.
Jesus, who knows?
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.